Hello, it's Katy from What Katy Stitched. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the next in the series of stitching with Binca. In this video I'm going to talk about whipped running stitch, which you can see here. And we can do it in a couple of different ways. The first way is to do it over a single line, and I've done a single line of running stitch here, and now I'm going to take it with the second colour. We're going to loop over the top of that one. So I've knotted my thread and gone through the back of my work as we've done previously, and I've come up through the first hole on the line of the running stitch. Now I'm going to take my needle and I'm passing it under the thread but on top of the Binca, so we're not going back through the Binca, we're just sliding the needle up and down over the top of the Binca. So we need to not pull too tightly on this to keep the curve, or not pull your threads all the way through and start twisting them. So you can choose to have your threads kind of close to the line like that, or keep a loop above. It's entirely up to you. If you're going to want to keep that loop there, it's probably best when you do your next stitch, if you can, to put your thumb on it, hold the thread in place. So we're going under the thread but on top of the Binca, sliding through, and we can leave a big loop, or going on top of the thread, under the thread, sorry, but on top of the Binca, or you can pull it tight so that it adds another line. It's entirely up to you. So to finish off then, you'd go down the last hole of the running stitch. So that's one type of whipped running, where you just have one line of running stitch. On this one we've got two lines, they're offset. So I've started by doing one line of running stitch here. I'll just rethread my needle. And now I'm going to do the second line of running stitch, and I'm going to offset it. So it'll be every other hole. So we'll have two lines of running stitch, and they're offset, which will give quite a nice zigzag effect. So that's the running sticks finished. As I've shown you before, to finish off the thread, I like to weave through the back of my work, and then we can snip that one off. And then if I rethread the pink, I'm going to start on this side here. I'm going to come up as I did for the first one, through the first hole of the running stitch. And then I turn it round. I find it easier to keep turning this stitch when I'm working on it. I'm going under the thread but on top of the binca, and then the next line down I'm going to go on top of the binca and under the thread, and then the same this way. Weaving your way through, always between the binca and the threads. My thread's got a bit twisted there. Again. And you can pull them as tightly or leave them as loose as you want, really. It's personal choice. You can play around with the different effects that you can get. Unfortunately, my thread has got a bit twisted there. So between the thread and the binca, it makes a really nice border. This one, or recently someone had it as the C in their bookmark when they made it. I thought that looked lovely. And so for the last one I'm going to come back under there, and as we started to go through the last hole of the running stitch to finish it off. And then on the back there won't be any pink showing on the back because we've looped through on the top of the work, but to finish off, as we just did with the whipped running stitch, loop between the binca and your threads on the back of the work. We can snip that off. So whipped running stitch, three ways. So one way when we've kind of stayed very close to the running stitch, second way where we've done a nice big loop, and the third way where we've gone between two lines of running stitch that are offset, which I think that's probably my favourite one to do. Gives quite a nice effect. Hope that was useful. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.